Thank you for joining us. We created this channel to share some of our stories on dating and life with lots of laughs. And with us, it's a judge-free zone, which we've enjoyed. So if you would like to join us in the zone,
you can email us at seriouslysir2, that's TOO, seriouslysir2@gmail.com. We would love to hear stories that we could possibly share on our channel and discuss, as well as if you have any questions or advice that you want us to look into that we can do an episode about. So let's get started, y'all. Hi, everyone. I'm Corey, and welcome back to Seriously Sir.
I'm Aimee.
So if you watched our bonus episode last week, we got on a tangent of pickles. And Aimee was telling me about these pickles called bread and butter that I apparently had to try. And so when I got to work, they were sitting in my locker. And she said they weren't good. Let me preface that. So I'm going to try them in front of y'all.
I said I didn't like them, and I don't consider them a pickle. That's what I said.
You said you hated them, actually. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. We'll see. I'm like nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm a little nervous because you said they were that bad.
I don't like them. My sister does. People buy them.
I mean, obviously they're in the fucking store and you bought me a whole jar of them.
Yeah, I couldn't find a smaller one. I was hoping that you liked them, so maybe.
That's foul.
So bad. Don't pull a Tom.
Tom's my cat, you guys.
Alright. So
we're not gonna snag on those during the episode. I am curious who likes those. Can you leave a comment and let me know if you like them? I need to know, and I need to know why you like them too, please.
Yeah, and what makes you choose that over an actual pickle? Like when you're
like I want like a dill pickle. Not that.
Deli or
not that for sure.
A spear, a chip, a gherkin, a spicy, and a garlic.
Okay, I love y'all a lot because that tastes gonna be in my mouth this whole episode.
Well, now you've tried them. I can't believe you've never even heard of them.
Nope.
And I think the reason I maybe said I hated them was that I would eat them on accident. And when you're expecting a pickle,
and then that
happens,
that's not good.
That's not a good time. No.
Ooh, some people like them though. No judgment if you do, but I do want to know if you do.
And why? And what you eat them with?
Okay. On to other news. Tell us about your date.
Oh, God. So, I did meet up with a guy recently. I was not calling him.
Oh, okay.
And I'll share why. So, this story dates back to 2019.
That's a long time ago.
My first year in online dating.
Okay.
My whole life. And I was living up north. I was living with my dad at the time. It was shortly after, maybe a year after my divorce. So I was still getting my bearings. And I'm like, oh, I'm single. So let me check this out. So I chatted with a couple people. And me and this gentleman, for the sake of the beginning of the story, we'll probably know.
Okay.
So we would chat. We had a lot in common. And he asked me to meet up, and he had planned this wonderful date, and I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And then, like, this came up, or that came up, and he kept making me wait for the plan to change or whatever till he just dropped off.
Oh, that's annoying.
Like, what happened? I believe he used something to do with his daughter. So, of course, I'm like, okay, gotta put it out there.
Yeah, like, you can't be mad about a kid thing.
If it was a kid thing, but whatever. So, I gave him the benefit of that. Then we planned another one. And this was so long ago. I don't remember if he did the same thing or if he just stopped communicating.
Okay.
But needless to say, never met him in person. Now fast forward 2 years, and I can't remember if he texted me or messaged me on a messenger.
Like Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he asked me to meet up with him again. He's like, hey, would you like a fresh start? Like, here we go. Meet up again. I said, no, sorry.
You lost your opportunity.
Yeah, I have put a bad taste in my mouth for sure.
Yeah.
And then 2 years of dating goes on, and I'm learning and I'm maturing and I'm feeling all the things. And I wasn't mad at him. I wasn't like, oh hell no. But I'm like, I'm just not opening that
door again, right?
I'm just not.
You're like indifferent at this point.
Yeah. You know, and he was very understanding of it. He asked a couple times. He said, you know what, I completely understand. Yeah. So then drops off again, and time goes on. I end up moving from up north down here, and here maybe 6, 7 months, and he reaches out on Messenger. Hey, I moved down south too. And I was like, oh, where at? And it happened to be within my vicinity. And I was like, what are the odds?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like 6 years later, 1,200
And did
miles
he know
away.
you had moved?
I think just from my few posts that I made.
Oh, okay.
We never talked. I didn't even know if he was still on there, obviously.
Yeah.
He may have seen something. We're both into fishing, and fishing's what brought him. So then, you know, I was like, oh, you know, good for you, whatever, because I don't have anything against him at all. And, you know, he lets me know, he's like, oh, yeah, I've already been married and divorced since I talked to you last. I'm like, whoa. You know, I said, what happened? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. We're good.
Which is also never a good sign, in my opinion, because I feel like if you can't talk about it, then you're not, like, healed from it.
True. I didn't really gather that. I just think he just didn't want to revisit that with me. Yeah. That's just how I took it. I don't know.
Via, like, text versus, like, in person, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So then we started talking about getting together, and I was like, why the hell not? Why not at this point? I'm like, this is wild. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
And miles away from where we originally were supposed to meet. So we made a plan, and I showed up, and he showed up.
Oh, he finally showed.
He showed up. That's why I said, beginning of the story, we could call him No Show. I don't really know what to call him. I mean,
No show works.
No Show, whatever.
He could be another flake too.
We don't know this.
Flake, hashtag 2.
2.0. So he showed, so that was good. And I was pulling in, I had been talking to my sister, and she was like, so are you excited for your date? I'm like, it's not a date. We're just gonna meet for the first time in 6 years in another state. Like, but no, it's not a date. I said, I'm not interested. And she's like, why aren't you interested? I said, I'm just not, okay? And so she goes, let me know how it goes. So I go in, and I'm there first, and then sit at the bar, and then he walks in, and I was like, oh.
He's cute.
Oh, maybe I'm interested. I don't know. It was a comfortable vibe. Like, we talked like we had known each other. It was really bizarre. It wasn't until the end where we're both like, do you find this wild? That this is our first meeting here after all these years, and it was so comfortable. And it was just on a friend level. Like, there wasn't flirting. We don't know each other, so
right.
He doesn't know anyone here, so he was happy just to meet up with me and stay here and take fishing. Like, sure. But I haven't seen him since.
Oh, seriously? That was going to be my next question for you.
No, I haven't, and I was fine with that because, like, I'm very busy and I'm not going to push something that's not there.
Right.
To hang out. Actually, he did ask me a couple of times to, like, once go fishing and one other time to, like, watch a movie or whatever, and I couldn't. I was working or something. I couldn't. I wasn't just saying no, I couldn't. And I don't know if he thought I was just saying no because he hasn't asked again.
Okay.
So that I threw it out there a couple weeks ago, like, when are we going fishing? And he was like, oh, let me research, you know, the area and the weather and all that stuff. And I said, okay, well, I'm working a lot, so just let me know when you're thinking. I'll let you know if I'm available. And I never heard from him.
Oh, that's frustrating.
So now I feel like I don't want to ask him.
No, I wouldn't ask. if someone like wants to talk to you, they're gonna talk to you. And not to say you can't initiate conversation. I mean, even last week, like Ryan was telling us, like, guys want to know you like them too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, I don't know. I also feel like if you had like a date, meetup, whatever, and then you like don't hear from the person at all, I don't know. I would think that they weren't into me, and that's fine.
And that's fine too for me because I don't even know if I'm into him. We only got together that first time. I have the history still lingering in my mind too. But it was comfortable even just meeting up as friends, and I would hang out with him as friends. And who knows what would happen down the road, but we have to hang out. So,
I mean, I guess you could always invite him to like one of our nights out, just to like hang out. Like, hey, my friends and I are going here. Like, if you want to come, come. And it's like non-committal, right? He can show up or he doesn't have to. Since he has a history of that.
Yeah. Like I said, that lingers in the back of my mind, but it's 6 years. I'm very different 6 years later.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people will change in that amount of time, for sure. I've changed so many times just in the last 5 years.
Same. Yesterday. Every day's a new day, you never know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Today I'm squirrely.
You're funny, squirrely, though. I love it.
I just gotta let it go. I just gotta let it flow. That's what I say. Grow and let it flow.
So if he texted you, would you be open to seeing him again, or like, okay, all right, well then,
Absolutely.
yeah. See if he texts you. If not, like you can invite him when we go out somewhere one night. See if he wants to come.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Because like when I'm in a situation like this, like I don't want to push for it because, like I said, I don't even know.
Yeah. So you don't want him to think
so,
that you're like trying to date him by like initiating, which might be why like a group thing may be a good option.
Yeah, I like that idea because I don't want to give him the wrong idea. I'm just where I'm at right now dating. I can't have any pressure. I really enjoyed, like, it was comfortable. He was appreciative to have someone to sit and talk to. Our daughters are very similar in age and talked a bunch about that. And our horses, like, it was like just two old friends catching up. And I liked that. I don't know if he would just be my friend or if it could be more, but
you'd like the opportunity at least, like
I definitely would.
Yeah, exciting. Okay, so Aimee doesn't know this, but we're gonna play a game now.
It's not try the pickles.
It is not try the pickles. No. So I'm gonna give you different. You're using apps.
Okay.
Things on apps, and you say, hey, yes or no, based on if you would swipe yes or no in person.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I know this game.
So a person where they're like holding fish in at least one or two of their.
Yes.
Yes. Why yes? Most people are like,
because I want to go fishing with them.
oh, that's fair. Okay. So I don't mind that either because I love to fish.
Yeah.
So I don't want every photo to be fish.
I was going to say I don't want every photo.
But if there's like one or two in there, like it doesn't bother me.
It shows me that we have something in common.
Yes.
And then I say take me fishing. When we go fishing, I need to go fishing. Can we go fishing?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. What about if a guy has sunglasses or a hat in every picture?
No.
Why?
Sunglasses, I mean, I like them. And it creates a look, and I could really
But
like
you
a
can't
guy.
see their face.
Exactly. I could see a picture, I'm like, ooh. And then another picture, if they take their sunglasses off and you see their eyes, it changes their whole face.
For sure. And I'm a big eyes person.
I was gonna say that. There was one that I matched with recently, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, what is it about him? And there was something about his eyes. They were just they were kind. There's another word, it's escaping me. They were, but it had this like had like,
childness to it.
yeah, like innocent,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
an innocence to his eyes.
Okay.
No, it's not. But I see like this. I could see the little boy in him, but not in a
Mhm.
the kind and very innocent eyes. I need to see eyes,
Same.
and then the hat changes their look too.
So if someone has a hat in every photo, I assume you're bald and you're trying to hide it. That's how I feel.
Yes, and they're silly because we know, and it's okay to be bald.
Yeah.
So show it because they can look completely different, just like the sunglasses.
And what if you have an ugly head that I don't want to look at?
I have known of somebody with a hat all the time, took the hat off, and he did not even look remotely like the same person.
That happens all the time.
In person.
That happened to that guy I dated a few months ago, remember? The crazy one.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That we met at the karaoke place.
With a hat on.
Remember, he had the hat on, and he took his hat off, and I remember I texted you, and I was like, he looks different when he takes his hat off. I don't know what to do.
It changes so much. I've had people take their hat off, and it suits them, and they look great. But I've literally had someone look like a completely different person.
Yeah.
Like, unrecognizable. Like, if I saw him out in public, I would not have known that.
For sure.
So, no, you cannot have a hat in every picture.
I agree. What if they have no pictures where they're not, like, dressed nicely?
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Why?
I guess I want to know that, like, if there's a nice function, like, I don't know, like a nice dinner out or a wedding or something like that, like, you don't mind getting dressed up and, like, I hate to call it playing a part, but, like, I can't think of another word. So, like, playing that part as well as just, like, being casual and, like, going to a casual dinner or, like, dive bar. Like, I want to know you can do both because I like that balance of doing both.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, shame on me. I just assume.
Trust me, don't assume.
Never.
I have been with people who I assumed and, like, they threw a fit when they had to, like, put a suit on.
What?
Man-child. Hashtag man-child.
Well, hopefully I don't encounter any more man children in my life. I'm trying to change my course here. But I'll look for that. Actually, the guy that with the innocent eyes, he had one where he looked
like nicer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my friend was just like, because when I originally swiped on him, his first picture, I was like, and then I kept going. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we matched the next day, he switched picture, and I like that one much better. And so I asked her. I said, "You tell me which one is my least favorite."
And it was the one of him dressed nicely.
That's what she said, and I was like, "No, it's not that one." She goes, "That's my least favorite."
Oh.
So where you like that, it intimidates her. She goes, "He looks too fancy, and I don't want to be fancy."
That's so funny. Mm-hmm. And I don't want all your pictures to be fancy, but I just want at least one. So I can see that, like, you're willing to do that if, like, the opportunity needs that, right? Like, that's all.
I get that, and that's what I shared with her. I said that it doesn't freak me out because it's only one. If they were all like that, I'm not like that, so that's not going to work for me. But he said he's showing you he cleans up nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
exactly.
I don't do that often, but I'm adaptable. You can take me anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like that too. I don't need that in a profile.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And then last question is, so on most of the apps, it says, like, preferences on, like, alcohol, drugs, smoking, all of that. But you can leave them where it doesn't even, like, have them on your profile. Mm-hmm. What do you do if it's like that? Yes or no?
If they state all of them?
No, if they don't.
Oh.
That face.
Oh, that doesn't happen too often. I mean, I think the only times I've seen it happen recently, they don't have really anything up there. Nothing. Like 3 things. Or I
I've
think you
seen
have
that
to have
so
them.
often lately, where they just like don't have them up there.
I don't see that often.
And maybe this is like the pessimist in me, but I feel like if you don't have them often, you probably do them a lot.
Or they don't, and it's just not on their radar. I would think the opposite. I'm like, oh, that's not all that important to them. It's a state. You're like, addict.
Basically.
Addict. Although, you do have to be careful with the ones that do say, like, drinking. We'll say often or whatever it is on there. That concerns me a little bit.
Me too. Then I'm like, how often?
If they're having to state that to let you know often, and for what I've learned from addicts, they don't tell you exactly how much. They'll tell you, oh, I drink. I like to drink a lot. And if they tell you that, they're drinking more than that.
Oh, for sure.
So the fact that it's up there as often, it's a lot. In my book, and that's from my history.
No, I feel the same way. Like if it says often, like I feel like you're like a drinker.
Yeah. If it says sometimes,
to me that means you're like often, or you're like a social drinker.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
like I'm a social drinker, so I don't mind like the sometimes.
And I am often.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really often. I'm not lying about that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like often could go either way with these people, but I think it depends on the rest of the profile, what else they're using.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's all of them.
Yeah.
You don't want an often drinker, a cigarette smoker, a pot smoker, because then there's probably other things.
And they have the other. On Hinge, they have the other. I forget what it says, but it's basically saying like you take pills. Oh yeah, you have that too. It's a little like pill icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go check my profile. I mean, in all fairness, because I am an often, I am not judgy by all means. I just personally don't want that for me because I've been there before. I'm no saint, so I'll hear you out. I'll see, but I'm watching.
Well, same. Yeah. So, well, and you know, y'all don't know, but like I dated someone who was an alcoholic, and it was very kind, which is why I stayed as long as I did. But I left because of it, and I definitely don't want to like date someone with that issue. So, like, if someone has often on their profile, like it's automatic no for me.
Well, yeah, it triggers you.
Oh bit. Yeah.
So you have your reasons for that.
For sure.
And it's not a judgy like, oh,
no, I was just gonna say no judgment. Like I don't think those people are like doing anything wrong. Like I think everyone should like live their life the way they want to live it. I just know like I don't want that life again. And so I wouldn't put myself in a position to be in that life again, nor would I put myself in a position where I'm like trying to change somebody. Like if someone likes who they are, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was just clarifying that for you.
Yes.
I could have gotten lost in that shuffle because you did already say he's kind.
He's so kind. I mean, we still see each other.
Nothing bad about that.
No.
And if that's the reason, of course you're gonna get triggered. You're not gonna be like, oh, this guy drinks and smokes pot, so he's a piece of shit. No, he's just not for you.
Right. So and we still see each other at like group events and stuff, and like we'll still talk, catch up. Like we have no like bad blood with each other.
You
like
never said a bad thing to me.
No, like he is not a bad human. He just has an addiction, right? And I just knew I didn't want that in my life, especially because I want kids, and I didn't want my kids to be around that, especially because just statistically, if someone has that, your kids typically also end up having similar or worse issues, and I didn't want to subject like my future children to that.
I also already lived that, and it's
yeah,
it's not an easy life. I lived it too.
Yeah,
and like I said, I judge-free zone. Totally judge-free zone. I judge nobody, but I 100% understand not wanting to walk back into that and be like, you're a great dude. This is how you want to live your life. This is how I want to live mine.
Right. It just doesn't align. So like, let's move on.
Yeah.
But because of that,
but we never talked about that before, so that was funny how we look at that. Because I've looked at it.
We look at it very differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if someone says often, I'm like, absolutely not. I'm out.
Well, I have a friend who said if they say they're sober, she swipes left. And she said, well, I like to be able to go out to have drinks with my partner and this and that. And I look at it differently. I like that too. But like there are times I've not drank. I still go out. I still prefer to sit at the bar. Like some people can do that.
But so same. I mean, I did 75 hard where I couldn't drink for 75 days, and I still would go out with my girlfriends, and I would still dance and have a good time, and I would just get either water, or I would get a soda water with a lime in it.
Yeah, I still like to go out. So if someone had given up drinking for whatever their reasons are, I had a date recently with someone. He was not an alcoholic. He was going through divorce, decided to take a break, and he said, I don't know when I'll drink again. It was 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's not because he can't drink. He just doesn't want to, but he still enjoys going out. So like for me, she just swipes him away, where I would want to hear
the reason.
And
are you going to be okay if I go out with my girlfriend and have a couple of drinks? Or if we're at dinner, like, are you going to be upset if I get a glass of wine? Like, if that's not an issue, then I don't care. And some people nowadays, too, they're not drinking because of fitness things. And so it's not that they don't ever drink, but maybe they're in the period of their prep where they're just not drinking then, and so they want that to be known.
For all reasons. It's becoming a trend. The younger generation, they're not drinking.
Yeah.
Like I did when I was their age.
Right.
They're just not doing that. So rather than just be like, absolutely no, I would want, if you're a fun person, I don't care what you're drinking, water, wine.
I feel the same way.
So I want to hear that, and if they did have a problem and they quit, I commend them. Like that takes a strong person.
It's hard, yeah.
So I actually would be a little intrigued by that personality type that was able to recognize it, do the work, and stick with it.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's funny. All three of us have a different.
Yeah. And I especially will swipe yes. Like some of them I've seen where it's like they say they don't drink, but then in their like little bio it'll say like I'm not a drinker, but I definitely don't mind if you do. You have a permanent DD.
Mm-hmm.
And so when someone has like that in it, especially, I'm like, oh, okay, well, all your other things look great to me, so sure, let me chat with you.
Yeah, that's just one little piece. If there's still someone who likes to socialize and go out once in a while and hang out with your friends, and they're not just some homebody, which is fine too. But I need balance. I like both.
Me too. I like some nights in, but I also like want to go out and dance and have like a great time.
New Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's interesting. I was able to bring her into this too because we recently just talked about this.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, and 3 different takes.
Yeah,
on a profile, just from the little icons. Little
bobber.
Don't be a bobber. You gotta draw the line somewhere.
So we're supposed to do something Sunday night. So I think you should once we figure out what we're doing, you should ask me.
Okay. We were just talking about our daughters the last conversation. So I was like, oh, I made me remember you saying your daughter might come down. But she did, and then I told her my daughter was coming down. So
that's fine.
I'll just reach out and say, hey, because it's been nothing weird. It's been nothing uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask him to do something like take me. Because I joke, oh, when you take me fishing, but maybe just casually.
Yeah, well, I mean, once we figure out our plans, you can just text me and be like, hey, like, my friends and I are going here. Like, if you want to pop by and hang, like, windows open.
No. No?
I don't know. I couldn't think of the right word. I knew it sounded funny.
I think it's a door.
Well, it's a window today. Just dive right in.
tell you were hesitant.
I knew it didn't sound right. But I couldn't think of the right word.
You looked at me for approval. I made fun of you. I'm sorry.
You should. It's fine.
Oh my god. Well, I hope he flies through. Ironically enough, you want to go to the place that Crystal calls the sequel place.
Oh my
man.
gosh. All right, people.
Okay.
Send a prayer up that he flies through that window this weekend with us.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll let you know if he flies into the window.
Have a great week, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Oh my god. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit the subscribe button. We also have 2 other platforms.
Don't miss updates on new episodes as well as funny moments from previous ones on our Instagram at SeriouslySir2TOO and our TikTok, Seriously Sir. Hope y'all have a great week and we will see y'all next week. Bye!